Hello, everyone. I'm Deb Haaland, Secretary of the Interior and proud member of the Pueblo of Laguna. Thank you to Carolyn Enquist for the gracious invitation to share my perspective and some updates from the Department of the Interior. As I join you all from the ancestral homelands of the Anacostan and Piscataway people in Washington, D.C., our world is facing a global climate crisis. This crisis not only impacts the communities where people live, but also the rich habitats that sustain a vast number of plant and animal species. In the Southwest, that translates into worsening water challenges, extreme heat, and devastating wildfires. It was heartbreaking to hear from friends this summer as they evacuated their homes or watched plumes of smoke over the horizon. As I visit communities across the country, I hear stories about entire communities planning to relocate because of sea level rise or traditional lifeways coming to a screeching halt because animal migration patterns have changed or water has become too scarce. Climate change is the challenge of our lifetimes, but the good news is that with great challenges come great opportunities. Protecting our public lands and waters is a centerpiece of President Biden's America the Beautiful initiative, which is a 10-year locally led effort to conserve and restore the lands and waters that bind us together as Americans. This initiative is inclusive and collaborative. It's about supporting locally led and voluntary efforts with ranchers and farmers and private landowners. It's about honoring tribal sovereignty and lifting up Indigenous-led conservation. It's about access to the outdoors for all communities, and it's about using science and Indigenous knowledge to guide how we conserve, connect, and restore the lands, waters, and wildlife upon which we all depend. The work that the Southwest Adaptation Forum does to bring scientists, federal entities, community organizations, and stakeholders together is a model of collaborative conservation that America the Beautiful seeks to embrace. When I was growing up, my dad would take me and my siblings outside every chance he had. On many hikes, we enjoyed springs and rivers that ran through the forest, and we would walk for hours along beaches. Those experiences were invaluable and taught me a love and appreciation for the outdoors. I want that for every child. Similarly, it was during time spent with my grandparents in Mesita, our village in Laguna, that I learned our obligations to steward the earth. I'd spend summers in the cornfield with my grandpa, where he passed on our agricultural traditions down to me as we tended the cornfields that our Pueblo has cultivated since time immemorial. He taught me about how precious water is, about how the snow in the mountains fed the river, which then fed our fields. He taught me to take from the earth only what we can use and not more. Today, we honor Indigenous Peoples Day, but the commitments we make on this special day must ring true throughout the year. Indigenous knowledge has been cultivated over millennia, and as we face the climate crisis, it is an invaluable resource that must be acknowledged and elevated. The truth is, if we are going to be successful in tackling the climate and biodiversity crises, we must empower the original stewards of the land. From wildfire prevention to managing drought and famine, for millennia, our ancestors used nature-based approaches to coexist with mountains and deserts, oceans and rivers, plants and animals alike. By incorporating Indigenous knowledge into our work and ensuring we're leading with science-based decisions, we can restore balance to nature. As the first Native American Cabinet Secretary, I carry these valuable perspectives with me. My responsibility to future generations is ingrained in me by my culture and traditions, but I believe we all have that obligation to the future. It is my hope that at this year's forum, you all can connect, collaborate, share ideas, and build strong networks of collaboration that are committed to using science and Indigenous knowledge to address the climate challenges we face. I appreciate everything you all do every single day. Though the future looks challenging, together we can leave behind a better future for generations to come. Thank you for the chance to speak with you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the forum.